All right, we are live. I am here. Happy Monday morning, everybody. It is a fabulous week. Do you want to know why? Because Dawn and I have committed to ourselves to do something that scares the crap out of us this week. And when you have friends that are supporting you in community and holding you accountable to do the things that scare you, that's when you grow. That's when the good things happen. And that's when we have success. And that's why today we're talking all about how community rocks. Why does community rock? Dawn, tell me.
Well, it's really interesting, not only community, but having a coach. We talked about this, it's actually been a prominent theme in my life for the last couple of weeks. And we've been looking at issues of imposter syndrome. And I was sharing with somebody, I'm on businesses 9, 10, and 11. I've been very successful. I've been an entrepreneur for 32 years, and I still have imposter syndrome. How is that possible? Like, how is that possible? But we all have it. It's tied to our sense of self-worth and, are we good enough or are we enough? And our conversation this morning was around healing it. And my belief is that because I've done a ton of personal growth and been around people that have done a ton of personal growth, that never goes away. You can't heal. You can understand it. You can recognize it. You can recognize how it's driving you, but you can't heal it. So what do you do to combat it? You surround yourself with people who will believe in you and who will believe for you in those times that you're having those crises of self-doubt and that imposter syndrome feeling. And at Hey Taxi, it's one of the things we focus on. We focus on educating and empowering women to step into being the empowered CEO of their business, to step into certainty, because certainty is sexy and uncertainty is a turnoff.
It is. It is. How many times have you come across someone that had a product or a service, but because they weren't even very clear or passionate about or certain about how they were going to be able to serve you with that service or product, or how they were going to be able to assist you in solving the problem you had with that service or product, you were like, I don't think I want to hire you, because that person wasn't sure. They didn't have the assurance, right? They didn't have that certainty. And I go ahead.
Certain and be wrong, and people will forgive you as long as you're certain. When you're certain, people will follow you. People want to follow people who are certain. People want to buy from people who are certain. People want to be around people who are certain because it lifts them up too. And so community is everything. Entrepreneurship is a lonely business. Believe me, 32 years, a lot of them, I was alone, building my own thing, figuring it all out for myself. I wasn't in partnership. I didn't have a partner like I do right now in Hey Taxi. It's a lonely business. It's lonely and it's overwhelming and it's frustrating. It can be.
That's my story. It's why I created a community, stepping out of corporate America and moving into entrepreneurship, was because I knew the value already from coaching for so many years. Moving into as an entrepreneur, I know I needed to surround myself with a community of strong women. So I created a community to assist me in my success in my business, to be there to fuel me when I knew I would need it, but also because I wanted other women to have that same success. So let's talk about the community of Hey Taxi, because many women on this feed already know what Lead Up for Women is. They know that it's about exposure, being seen, being heard, being visible. It's about being on platforms and building credibility for yourself, but getting the word out there and building that confidence as you do it, right? That's what Lead Up for Women does for women in this community. How is Hey Taxi different? Let's talk about all of the benefits of the pillars of Hey Taxi so that they can really see how, if any of this is missing in their business, how they're going to want to tap into this, especially because you're in the middle of a membership drive. What a beautiful time to join because of all the great bonuses that they get.
Huge bonuses, like crazy. Yeah. Crazy bonuses for joining Hey Taxi in the next 2 weeks. So Hey Taxi is a community, and there are some similarities opportunities to lead up. We also promote and showcase our members. We're all about giving them that visibility and giving them those platforms to shine, teaching them how to shine online. That's one of the courses that I did, and I'm doing a summit coming up for Shine Online and teaching you all your Zoom hacks and things like that. But Hey Taxi's focus is the 4 pillars of profitability. Earn more, keep more of what you work so hard to earn, access more, vetted coaches, vetted resources, training on demand. You don't have to watch a whole coaching program to get your little nuggets. You can go into the portal and grab the trainings that are specific to what you need at the time you need it. Tools and templates, and then our master classes, which are going to blow you away. We bring in the experts. We bring them in on a monthly basis. Colleen and I actually together in April are teaching profitability one-on-one. We're super excited. We've got someone coming in this month to show you the ropes, learn the ropes of affiliate marketing. We have a money mindset coach coming in, and we have a wealth strategies for business owners masterclass in March. So Hey Taxi is structured. We have a membership. There's 3 different tiers. You can come in if you're like me and love networking communities and love really being part of communities where you can dig in and really get to know people and really get to support and showcase them as much as they're support and showcasing you, because that's what I believe in. I believe in getting into communities and finding strategic partners who you can work with in your business, and you can cross promote. So Tier 1 is for people who want another networking group and want access to some, there's some tax tips along the way and things like that. Tier 2, you get Taxes and Tequila, which is our signature workshop. You don't want to do your taxes if you haven't done Taxes and Tequila. Yes, I know you have an accountant. Yes, I know your husband is saying you don't want to file your expenses because you don't want to mess with your standard deduction. Myth, myth, myth. Yes, I know you just started your business and you only made $300. You want Taxes and Tequila. You want to understand what to put in your shoebox. If you have an accountant, that doesn't, I had an accountant too. Colleen, I had an accountant, $350 an hour, and one strategy, he didn't tell me, just one strategy, he didn't tell me had me leaving $100,000 on the table. You need to be your own advocate. You need to understand what to put in the shoebox. That's what Taxes and Tequila is about. So that's kind of the mid-range we do. You get Taxes and Tequila and Kaching. That's in your Tier 2. You get some other things. Tier 3 is the master classes, strategy sessions every quarter, accountability once a month, where you're getting together. How important is accountability? Because in your entrepreneurship, in your own business, you can let yourself off the hook.
Yeah.
Right? Because who's watching but you? Who would know but you?
Yeah, you will let yourself down at every turn. It happens. We do it every day. We don't realize it, but we do it every day because something on our calendar that we said we were going to do that day slips. We don't do it. We just let ourselves down. We said we were going to walk that morning. We didn't. We just let ourselves down. We said we weren't going to eat, crappy foods today. We did it. We let ourselves. No one else knows. No one else knows. But you let yourself down.
And then we right. Self-flagellate, right? Then we beat ourselves up. My guy that sits on my corner, on my shoulder, his name's Rocky. It's like, really? Because I'm a pro at beating myself up. Like, yeah, Rocky, I don't need you right now. I don't need to be beaten up right now. I'm doing a great job myself. Right?
I want to anchor in what you talked about with the Tier 3. Why I think the Tier 3 and your best level that you have at Hey Taxi is because it is still a fraction of what anyone would pay for a business coach. Okay? I want to hit that home. It is a lower level when you think of coaching with a one-on-one with a coach, right? And those are usually tens and thousands of dollars in a year. We're talking, this is a fraction of that, where you get access to those coaches. You get access to those master classes. You get access to the tools that they've set up because they have numbers to be able to set up discounts with Hurdler and Zoom and all of these additional things that you need as a business to run your business. I can't believe the number of women that I run into, Dawn, that just have like the free basic Zoom and they said they can't run anything after 40 minutes. I'm like, girl, you need to step up and get Zoom. Like we need to have these paid, some of these paid applications.
I needed more storage. I kept bumping up against my storage because I record everything and then I save it off. But in the moment I'm recording everything, I'm constantly bumping up against that. You've exceeded your Zoom storage. And I was looking at this exact program that we're now offering in Hey Taxi, the Zoom program. It was going to be $199 a month. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it, even though I was like, I really need this.
I need it.
40, if it had been 80, I would have paid it because I need it. We're offering that Zoom package for $12.99 a month.
That's the lowest level. I don't even know. Can you get Zoom for $12.99 a month? I don't even know if you can, but that's the highest level professional package in Zoom, which is what I have, which you have to have if you're a business owner and recording or running any type of events, right? Which you should be doing. So that's like one tiny little bonus that again, we talked about master classes, the one-on-one strategies with you and your partner, Jill, with all the years of experience between you, over 40 some years in business. I mean, it just goes on, the benefits that you offer. But what are some of the comments that your members that are in your community are now saying to you? What are the testimonials? Why is it that Hey Taxi is working for them to build their success in their businesses? What is happening?
Well, first of all, we've got people that come through the Taxes and Tequila workshop, and before they even do their taxes, just looking at what they now know, they're saying, oh my God, I found $13,000 worth of expenses that my accountant didn't tell me I could take, that I had no idea. They're going on my tax return. I got a refund coming. Disney, here I come. Disney, here we come, right? So that's what we're hearing from Taxes and Tequila. Based on the numbers through Taxes and Tequila, we're finding that the average entrepreneur is leaving $6,000 on the table every single year. So that's just from people who are coming through Taxes and Tequila, and then what they report back, how many tens of thousands of dollars they're getting back. We had one gal who came through Taxes and Tequila, had always paid taxes, had never gotten a refund, came through, worked with our accountant, got back $15,000. And because she lowered her taxable income so much, she was able to access more COVID money and more stimulus money and had access to another $4,000, $19,000. That's just this one little piece of Hey Taxi, right? The Taxes and Tequila and Kaching, where we focus on the tax benefits and then, of course, that wealth strategy. But here's what people are saying, so we thought, we'll just focus on taxes. And so we brought people in and we're helping them with their taxes and we're just helping them. And what we found out is what they valued and what they loved was the mentorship and the guidance. And they valued the fact that we were putting a business plan, you need a business plan, putting it in their face and going, let's do it together. Not just you need a business plan, but why don't we all sit down and do it together, right? It's the same with Taxes and Tequila. Let's get your shoebox ready together. It's like happy hour with a whole bunch of other gals.
Yeah.
And they're saying that the fact that someone believes in them. I had one gal call me. She goes, I just came out of the office of the most high-powered real estate agent in the state. And I would not have walked in there if it wasn't for you. Because you made me believe in myself and you told me how important certainty was. And you have said certainty is sexy to me so many times that it's my mantra and I have it and you sent me a pin and it's in front of me. And because of you, I was able to go into that office and I was able to knock her socks off because of what you empowered within me.
Yeah, these are real stories of what surrounding yourself with community creates. If you're not working with a coach, if you want to work with a coach, if this is something you've been wanting to do, you're not part of a community or you're part of Lead Up for Women and you're really looking to be able to dig in deeper in a community where I don't teach taxes. I'm never teaching taxes in any event I have unless Dawn is my guest and she's teaching taxes. That's how we're teaching taxes in Lead Up for Women. So that's why I love collaborating. Notice how we're collaborating collaborating as two communities to give our members the most possible exposure and opportunity to success and longevity in our businesses as possible by bringing two communities together to say, hey, you need these communities. You need Hey Taxi. You need the opportunity to attend her master classes, come to our Teaching Tuesdays, go to her Taxes in Tequila, do the strategy sessions, be part of a community of women that are building businesses and finding out where all the holes are and plugging them so they don't sink. Go ahead, Dawn.
I know, like you could see me bursting, right? In theory, Colleen and I should be competing.
Yeah.
In theory, we both have memberships that we're trying to get people into. We both provide coaching. And what are we doing instead? Because we're in community. Mm-hmm. We're collaborating with each other to bring the most benefit to women that we work with, because we know, first of all, successful people have more than one coach. So if you only have one coach and you're like, oh, I'm good, I have a coach. Well, okay, is it a mindset coach? Is it a revenue coach? Is it a social media coach? Where are your holes? We have a whole Swiss cheese survey where we help you identify the holes in your business. And then we identify how to plug those holes, because those holes in your business are killing your bottom line. So we have to plug them up. So you want more than one coach. So Colleen is my coach. Colleen is my business coach. She's my rock. I learned so much from her. And we work together to support each other, right? And so I think that you're missing if you're like, oh, as soon as this coach is done, I'll go to the next coach. No, you successful people have multiple coaches in specific areas, because the more you get your things handled around you, the more you can stay in your zone of genius. Because when you're in your zone of genius, that's when you're making the money. The more you can stay in your zone of genius. So anything else that you have that's an issue, get it handled, get yourself a coach, or surround yourself with people that can help you. Like in Hey Taxi, we do a VIP training every month on a topic. We've got money mindset coming up. We've got speaking coming up. We have become a published author coming up. How to run a podcast. We have mindset, just mindset again, zone of genius coming up. So we have a topic every month. We bring in speakers. We have master classes. We have powerhouse women. And it's real hands-on stuff. They're real hands-on workshops. It's not theory-based. A lot of the stuff that we produce and a lot of the stuff when you come in has a workbook that goes with it. It's like, it's the real deal. We get things done. We're not just, oh, listen to us and, maybe think about doing it down the road. It's come into Taxes and Tequila, have your schedule C out, get your receipts out. Let's start loading this information into the spreadsheet so you're more ready for tax time. Yeah. Please don't do your taxes without taking Taxes and Tequila. You will leave money on the table. Taxes and Tequila has a money back guarantee. Now it's included in the memberships. It's included in tier 2 and tier 3, and it's a better value if you get Taxes and Tequila through the membership. But I'm telling you, even if you just come in for that one thing, you will thank me.
Agreed. And I will remember to put the link below for some of those other things that you're talking about. I haven't loaded those in. I just loaded the Business Builders Bootcamp, which I want to talk about quickly before we wrap up, as well as the Empowered CEO membership, right? To become a member of Hey Taxi. So, and you're not going to find me just there teaching masterclasses. I'm there at the speed networking events. I'm there at the masterclasses.
So you're a member. You're a member of Hey Taxi.
Yeah. I'm there to learn from all of these other women, because you've all heard me say it. If learning is beneath us, then leadership is beyond us. We are students as much as we are teachers. And so utilize different communities to become a student of, especially in 2022, ladies. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. This is a big year for women.
It's a big year. It is.
It's a big year, and I'm not the only one that feels it. I'm not the only one that is pushing for that. I'm not the only one feeling bigger and bolder and wanting to do things that scare the crap out of me. And even looking back at last year, of all of the things I did for the first time that scared me, how could I ever top that in 2022? I have faith, and I have the desire to be a better, bolder person. And that's what's going to get me there. So I have to align the right resources in front of me that are going to help me get to that place. And so what I'm doing for you is bringing those resources to you so that you can align yourself that way too. Because nobody's coming. I've said it 1,000 times. You have to give yourself the permission to do these things and invest in yourself. And by the way, all of these things that we talk about that cost money to join, they are a write-off. You write them off on your taxes. This is part of your business to grow your business, to be part of this community. Lead Up for Women's been a tax write-off from the beginning. Hey, Taxi is a tax write-off. All of this is. Supplies for your business. I mean, we could go on and on.
Well, let me tell you what else it is. Let me tell you what else it is. It is validation. When you join Lead Up, when you join Hey Taxi, it is validation to the IRS that you have a business, not a hobby.
Yeah.
Validation. That's what they're going to look at. They're going to look at, how much time you spend, whether you're in business to make a profit, and what are your activities that show you are in business to be a business, to show that you are taking your business seriously. Because at Hey Taxi, we say, if you don't take the business side of your business seriously, why do you expect others to?
That's correct. That's correct. So Business Builders Bootcamp.
Business Builders Bootcamp. You come January 25th, 3 hours from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to go over, make it legitimate, make it official, make it professional, and make it profitable. And what we're going to do, there's a workbook. If you're smart when you sign up, you'll get the workbook because Jill is the workbook masterpiece. I'm telling you, it's like 59 pages of solid gold, no fluff, like checklists, worksheets, resources. It's everything, all the backup you need, because we move fast through. It's essential.
And even if you're legitimate already and you're professional already, maybe you need a little bump in that profitability, then attend for that. If it's not professional or you're not legitimate, meaning you haven't filed, you don't have an EIN number, you haven't filed for an LLC or an S Corp or some type of corporation, then you need to come for that. This is the whole plethora of what it takes to run a business.
Right. So we're going to start calling out throughout the 3 hours, and in the workbook, right? We're going to call out all of these different things. Do you have business or insurance? You might have been in business for a long time. Do you have cyber liability insurance? That's a big deal right now. Do you have that? Like, just calling out, identifying things for you to either check the box or look into further, and identify that these are holes in your business. And then, so we're going to work our way through all of that in 3 hours. Again, you have a great workbook, and then and then we'll identify how at Hey Taxi we can help you plug up some of those holes, what we have to offer, and what other people might have to offer that we can bring in as resources to get those holes plugged up, right? So that's Business Basics, Business Builders Bootcamp, January 25th, 6 to 9 p.m. EST. We have gotten rave reviews from this workshop. It is hands-on. It is information that you don't want to not have in your back pocket. It's information that could save you a lot in possible penalties and fines for things that you don't have in place as a business owner. Because let's face it, as women entrepreneurs, a lot of us, we're accidental entrepreneurs. We just fell into having a business. We found a product that we loved. We started to share. We found out that we were really good at helping people. So we decided to do coaching. And all we want to do is help people and coach and help people and coach. And when it comes to the business side of our business, like, this is us. Like we don't want anything to do with it. It's not in our wheelhouse, not in our zone of genius, doesn't make us happy. And yet, by having your head in the sand, by avoiding it, you're potentially leaving a ton of money on the table, setting yourself up to pay penalties and fines because of things you don't do. And what does it create for you, Miss Business Owner? It creates imposter syndrome, big time.
Yep.
Because you're avoiding the thing you know you need to be doing to be that CEO, to be that boss babe, to be that mompreneur. You're avoiding it, and you know you're avoiding it, and create shame and guilt and worry and anxiety. Let's deal with it together.
And remember, the best part, this is a 3-hour dive in deep workshop. It's $18.99. $18. That's right. It's under $20. $18.99. Every single one of you can afford to go to this 3-hour workshop. I should see all of you there at the Business Builders Bootcamp this January. $18.99. It's easy. Click on the link below, go register. Super simple. Show up. That's a good way if you're like, I don't know a lot about Hey Taxi. I love Colleen's energy. I love Dawn's energy. You can reach out to Dawn. She'll put her contact information below to get to talk with her, learn more about the membership, because I do want you to be able to get signed up in the next 2 weeks while they have all these bonuses going. And you always want to sign up when the best deals are going. It's kind of like certain times we shop for Christmas because it's Christmas in July or whatever it may be, right?
This is like Black Friday right now. There are so many. You're getting access to Zoom, access to Hurdler Pro. If you come in as tier 3, you're getting all of the master classes. Remember, I told you profitability 101 and the skyrocket your self-esteem, inspired business blueprint, wealth strategies for advanced wealth strategies for business owners. All those master classes, if you sign up in tier 3 right now, you get all of them. Nobody gets all of them.
No, and they cost, every single one of them costs
$499.
$499 for a master.
Just the master classes, $499 a month.
So you add all those up, and those are all included.
You're paying $499 a month, and you're getting all the other benefits of tier 3. Again, strategy sessions every quarter, accountability sessions every month, spot coaching with Jill and I, the speed networking,
discounts in other communities, access to other people you wouldn't have access to if you weren't in this community. And sometimes those are the biggest pieces, you guys, the other people you meet in this community and the access that they give you. That is something we don't talk a lot about, is the community piece and the other people you meet within the community and the doors that they open. It's ridiculous what I've seen happen in just the last, 3 years and lead up for women.
It's one of the testimonials we just got from a member who came on, I think last July, and she said, and she actually wrote a testimonial in the group, but she said that, her business would not have launched if it wasn't for our support. She wouldn't be where she is without our support. But what she loves is the relationships she has created with the other members that came in at the same time that she did. Even as part of a smaller group, but in the bigger community too. She said, I've had one-on-one conversations with all of those people. We're working together on our businesses. We're setting goals together. We've become accountability partners. And that's all happening. I'm not engineering that. That's all happening because it's a community of amazing women, right? It's just that piece of it is priceless. And as women entrepreneurs, it really is. I had a gal who said, can I come to your speed networking tonight? I said, and speed networking is a member benefit. And then we invite outside people in to bring more good people in, but it is a member benefit. It's members only or by invitation. She said, can I come tonight? She said, I'm feeling really isolated. I said, yeah, of course you can come. And you should join the community because we're never isolated. There's so many events every month and great things to tap into. It's I'm super excited. I'm super excited about this year ahead. 2022 has power in it. I can feel it. I can feel the energy of 2022. After the 2 years we've had of a little bit of limbo and uncertainty and fear and anxiety and stress, this is, let's step into it, own it, and have it all. This is our year.
It's perfect. And it's your year. We're talking to everybody out there. It's not, just our year. It's your year, our year as women. So
that's what I'm saying. Female entrepreneurs, this is our year.
$18.99 for the Business Builders Bootcamp. You're really going to get a good taste of what Hey Taxi is. The next masterclass is coming up, Taxes and Tequila. You can pay for that in full, or you can just join the membership and then that comes with it. So that's what I highly recommend, is joining the membership and allowing that to come with it, and then getting the maximum, benefits from this membership drive. The membership drives from what? The 17th through what date, Dawn?
The end of the month. It's the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Next Sunday.
Last 2 weeks of January, membership drive at Hey Taxi. All the links are below. You can reach out to Dawn and connect with her, DM her. She loves using Facebook Messenger to find out more. Maybe you just want to talk to her and learn a little bit more, but this is the time to sign up. You guys know I would never bring anything to you and feel this certain about the benefits from a community if I wasn't already a member myself and didn't feel that you needed to be a member too. So has huge benefits to it. If you're going to do yourself a favor by getting in here, if you're undecided, if you don't have a coach, if you do have a coach, get in here and learn more information about how this is going to help you and your business move forward. So Dawn, thank you for being with us today.
The truth is, Taxes and Tequila and Kaching pays for the membership.
Absolutely.
You take those courses, that will pay for this membership pays for itself.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dawn. Ladies,
thank you. Thanks so much, Colleen.
Rest of your week, and we will be back with more interviews today. So we'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye, ladies. Take care. See ya.